Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. If you guys are new here on Jack's Sports or Sports Headlines, I'm Sean Davis. So we're going to take a look into today why Tyler Herro is the key to the Miami Heat's hopes of winning an NBA championship. They just traded for Victor Oladipo, but I honestly think Tyler Herro, if they're going to win a title, it's going to be him. And let's take a look at it. Alright, so this first play here is really going to show Tyler Herro's pick and roll skills and him developing his pick and roll passing. So what we're going to see here is Iguodala's going to set the pick and roll here, ball screen. And what the Pacers are going to do here is they're going to run a show technique, show defense, pick and roll defense technique, where again Iguodala sets the ball screen, and the guy who is guarding Tyler Herro, he's going to try to fight over top the ball screen, and the man who's guarding the screener, he's going to leave his man and come pressure the ball handler at the same time. So another term for this is called a blitz, where you're immediately you let the ball handler use the screen and you almost like trap him. So they're gonna do that, and the key here is Iguodala starts to roll. If we can play, Iguodala starts to roll towards the basket just a little bit here, and again they start to trap Tyler Herro a little bit here. So the guy to watch here is, I can't tell who this. He's guarding Gary Vincent. He's gonna kind of mess this up for the Pacers. He's the guy who should be protecting the rim because Iguodala is slipping, and Tyler Herro's gonna make this pass here. But as Tyler Herro makes this pass, what he does, the guy who's guarding Gary Vincent in the corner, he stunts in the gap. And what a stunt is where you use, and this isn't like an NFL game pass where I can show you a different angle, but what he does here is he uses that outward foot and he plants that into the lane and then quickly gets back to his man. And this ideally, he should have probably have done this here. He really probably should have just had committed into the lane, and then it's just a higher percentage shot what the Heat are about to get compared to a Gary Vincent three on a late closeout. But anyway, Iguodala's going to make a great play here. But yeah, Iguodala's going to make a great play here. Nice pass to Bam Adebayo for the finish. And this starts because of Tyler Herro. So just a great play all around by Miami, trying to mount a comeback here in the fourth quarter. Again, they go with the show technique defense, and it just leads to a bucket by the Heat. This next one here is really going to be just Tyler making the right decisions and in this pick and roll offense here. So what he's going to do is the Pacers going to run a drop coverage defense in this pick and roll. And what a drop coverage defense is when the guy who's guarding the ball handler, he tries to fight over top of the screen. It is really crucial for him to try to fight over the screen. I'll rewind to show you. But yeah, the guy who's guarding the ball handler, it's really imperative for him to try to get over the top of the screen. And for the guy who's guarding the screener, he's really going to stay around the free throw line area to prohibit him an easy passes into the driving lanes. And this is kind of to force a tough, normally contested mid-range jumper. You see this a lot in college and high school basketball. And NBA teams will sprinkle it in to their pick and roll defense as well, because pick and roll is often used a lot more in the NBA game. But Tyler Herro, what he does here, if we can look at it here, look, his options, Gary Vincent, that's a long three. The screener doesn't really roll, so he's really out of the equation. Jimmy Butler's out of the picture. Kelly Olynyk, that's gonna be a contested three if he does pass it there, and you have to reset with the shot clock winding down. But Tyler Herro, with the screener, the guy guarding the screener dropping further and further back, Tyler Herro pulls up at about the free throw line here and takes a shot that he's more than comfortable with hitting here. And if you're the Miami Heat, you definitely are fine with this caliber shot on this possession. And he gets fouled, and you're sending him to the free throw line. All right, so these next few clips here gonna come like back to back to back, but these really just show Tyler Herro's shot creating ability, and it's gonna really help take a lot of pressure off of Jimmy Butler, Goran Dragic, etc., like we saw in the bubble last year. He comes off the screen there, hits a deep three. This time he's gonna get in the lane a little bit, hit this one he's gonna hit a three, just a pull up three off the dribble. The ability to create your own shot in this league is so important. This time he's gonna get into the lane a little bit, pull up, stop and pop jumper. He can do this at a high level. Miami is really going to be set. And this time, again, nasty crossover, pull-up three. Miami really has a superstar in the making. And again, just baseline jumper. He has a real all-around game that is just so fun to watch. And this kid is something special. He can create, he can shoot, hit any shot at all three levels. Solid finisher, has a nice mid-range package, and he can knock down threes at a high rate. All right, so this next clip here is kind of going to focus on his defense. And he's going to be matched up here with an all-time great scorer in Carmelo Anthony. And this is not necessarily a concern, but it's kind of noticeable. You can kind of get him off of head fakes and little jabs or whatever. And Carmelo Anthony is a master at those two things. So what you're going to see here is he's going to just do a little head fake. He's going to create, look at how much separation Carmelo Anthony is able to create off of that head fake. He gets to a spot and Carmelo Anthony drills the shot. Again, that's just too much space right here. Bam! Little hezzy head fake, crossover. It's just, you got to be sound defensively. And, this is an area where Tyler Herro probably knows he can improve a little bit, but he can improve on these things. He's already improved a lot at his game. He could improve these things defensively, and what we're going to see in the next clip, I believe, with Damian Lillard, Tyler Herro is going to be a two-way beast. Somebody you don't want to face on either side of the ball. And yeah, you kind of nitpicking here, but this is kind of important. This is what sets the okay to solid perimeter defenders from the best perimeter defenders in the league. Like, Kawhi Leonard isn't very often going to be beat off of this hezzy crossover move. So just something to think about. All right, so this last clip here is going to be him matched up against Damian Lillard. And basketball is kind of especially defense, kind of based off of preference here, of what the coach's preference here is. But this is kind of a head-scratching play from me if I'm a coach here and just watching film. So what Tyler Herro's going to do here, he's guarding Damian Lillard here, elite scorer, a top 10 player in the league, hands down. You can make the argument the best point guard in the NBA right now. And when you're guarding Damian Lillard, you don't want to give him any space. So Duncan Robinson is kind of the help guy here. So, I guess, again, it's kind of preference. I don't know what Coach Spoelstra had in mind here. But what Tyler Herro's going to do is he's going to just ever so slightly open up the baseline and it's not even right there. We're going to have to rewind it a little bit so I can show you guys. It's so subtle. Right around, hold on, going to have to rewind it just a little bit more. Right about now, I'd say, Tyler Herro, as Duncan Robinson starts to slide back over, not trying to get a defensive 3-second call here. Right now, Tyler Herro, his foot kind of starts to plant and he's ever so slightly starts to open his body up towards the baseline, so where Damian Lillard's going to have the whole left side to operate and potentially get to the basket here. And when you're guarding the all-world athlete and talent that is Damian Lillard, you don't want to give him any space. You want to make it as tough as possible. You want to guard him straight up, okay? Because what Damian Lillard is going to be able to do, if he drives to the baseline, which is in that direction, he could and Damian Lillard's so skilled, he can drive in that direction towards the baseline and hit that step back mid-range package that he's developed. Or he can drive towards the baseline and make the throw to the corner. I believe that is Nasir Little, and then Nasir Little can make a one more pass to Carmelo Anthony. But again, as you see here, Tyler Herro is now officially beat. He's been beat. And one of the rules of emphasis that I've learned from my times working in assisting for basketball, you don't want to give up the baseline, especially in isolation situations here, because now you got to have Duncan Robinson come over and help side defense, and it's just going to scramble your defense up here. And Tyler Herro gets beat baseline by Damian Lillard. It's just kind of footwork. And again, Damian Lillard can kind of make this throw right now because Duncan's already on his way across the middle of the paint. Or he can make this throw cross court to Carmelo Anthony, and then Carmelo Anthony can one more to the corner and vice versa. But Dame's going to drive. He's going to look to score here. Damian Lillard's going to look. He's going to attack. Again, he can make this pass right now to Carmelo Anthony, and either Trevor Reese is going to help over to Melo, and CJ McCollum's going to be wide open, or vice versa. That's a bad call. They called a charge on Damian Lillard. I think that's a very questionable call there. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you guys want me to see break down next. I had a lot of fun recording this, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out. Hope the audio was better this time around.